welcome back to the layout. This is a layout update. Been doing a few things here and there, so I thought I'd bring you all up to speed. In front of you is a layout extension, sorta, if you will. This was in the original plans, but I ended up having to cut it out temporarily while we waited for some new curtains to show up. And I needed to cut out some room for the curtains to be happy right there. So yeah, got a few extra cars length per track, so you know, more storage is always good. Speaking of more storage, I have decided to make the two Industries basically one really long siding. I'll show you that when I get over there too, but I mean, you can kind of see it. It's basically now 3 mainline track siding doohickey things. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Another thing I've been doing is ballasting a little bit. So in between the two tracks there's ballast. That's Scenic Express in the middle, number 40, gray blend. And then to differentiate the actual ballast for the track, that's Woodland Scenics gray medium ballast. Haven't done too much on either side of each. I just wanted to test it out and see if I actually liked how it turned out. It's okay. I'm a little concerned it's a little dark. I don't have a lot of light in this room. Basically 2 lamps. So, you know, tell me what you think. I'm probably gonna leave it. It looks decent enough, looks realistic enough for me. Another thing that you may have seen already, it's kind of obvious, but I have painted the backdrop. I actually have a backdrop. It's blue, obviously, because that's the sky. I just grabbed a can of paint right outside from the garage, so I didn't actually color pick this. I just used what I had. Let me know what you think, if it needs to be lighter, darker. I was gonna, you know, paint some clouds and get some structures and do something over there. You know, not the entire gist of the layout, right? Do something over there. Well, let's go over to the other half of the layout and I'll show you some of that stuff. Here we are at the other half of the layout. You can see I've been working on what is going to be mountainous terrain. For this I used Shaper Sheet as a base, and then I covered it with what I had in plaster cloth. I'm gonna need to get more plaster cloth. The Shaper Sheet had a lot of different, like, you know, crevices and just wasn't quite as smooth as I wanted it to be. So I'm gonna fix that by adding some paper, more plaster cloth, that sort of thing. I'm playing with the idea of making this like a snow shed. This is gonna be kind of like the Sierra Nevadas, you know, California. And then this part of the scenery, it'll just be a continuation down the slope, as if they just blasted off a little, you know, flat part for the track over there. And then for the rest of the layout, I mean, I haven't done too much. Buildings are there, track's still intact, I haven't ripped out too much. You'll see these screws and all these pins. These are I'm using to kind of get a feel of where I actually want to have my operating signals. It's just really super complicated. I'll make a video on that separately. It basically, a lot of my issues are trying to break the layout down into blocks, but not too small of blocks, but not too large of blocks, and yada yada yada. And then 2 other things I've done on the front of the layout is, because we got some new curtains, we had some old curtains, or I don't know what those are called, blinds. Anyway, so it's the good length for this part of the layout. So you just roll it up, or well, up, and you can see all the stuff I have underneath it. Ta-da! And then you can roll it down and it looks a lot less messy. Next to that, you can see I've started some of the fascia. And I say just some, I still need to go all the way down here. Need to make a control panel for here, and then get fascia cut out for here, and then obviously down there this will be partially fascia. So yeah, that's what I've been doing on the layout. Ran a train or 2 here and there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, commenting. Hope you enjoyed. Have fun railroading.